Hey everybody, Jason here. This is a quick demo of the chatbot interface that we are adding to Blawx. Blawx, as you may know, is a user-friendly web-based tool for rules as code. It allows you to take your rules and start with the text of the rules and then step by step convert the text of the rules into code in a user-friendly environment. And then once you have created the code that represents your rules, you can create tests. And in those tests, you can specify facts and ask questions. And we can run this test and get the answer to find out that Jane is the winner of the game. And we can see why. Now that's all very useful if you only ever want to use your rules inside Blawx, but if you want to be able to build things, web apps and other things like that, you need an interface that you can talk to the Blawx server and find out if there are any known answers to the question, and if not, what other inputs might be relevant to put to your user. So we've created that interview endpoint, which you can see the API version of here. And while that's helpful, it's not really very useful for demonstration purposes. This is not very sexy. So what we also did is we went and we created a demonstration of how to use the interview endpoint, which is our Blawx bot. So now any test inside Blawx has this bot button, which you can push, and it starts a chatbot that will connect to the interview endpoint, find out if there are any answers, and if there are any answers, display them. So you can see here, it knew an answer was available right away. And we have the same answer that we saw inside the Blawx interface. And it's telling you which information it collected from you, the user, and which information it actually got from the Blawx server. And in this case, all of the information was in our test. So that's not very interesting. Let's create something where Blawx knows less to start with. So we're going to go back into the rock, paper, scissors act, and we're going to create a test called Who Won. And the code for this test is not going to have any facts. It's just going to have a question. And the question is going to be, is it true that the winner of game is, we'll call it winner. We save that. Now, if someone else has done the coding for you, which in a rules as code environment, you would hope that some authority has already done the encoding and made it publicly available. So if that's true, this encoding your question is the only thing that's left between you and rapid prototyping a web app. So because we've encoded this question, we can click on the bot button, and I'll just get rid of this warning, and you'll see it doesn't have any answers. I haven't provided any facts, and the only test facts that it's aware of are rock, paper, and scissors and their relationships to each other. So it's asking, do I want to add a game? Let's say yes. I'm going to add a game and call it test game. And do I want to add a player to that game? Yes. I will add myself. And I will add another player, Bob. Do I want to add another player? No. And now it'll ask me if I want to add a winner, because right now the Blawx bot doesn't know that winner is the thing I'm trying to find out. That's something we'll add later. So for right now, I'll say, no, I'm not going to specify the winner. It's asking, do I want to add any more games? So I say no. And then it says, do we want to add any players to the fact scenario? So we'll say yes. And again, the first player will be me. And do we want to add a throw to Jason? Yes. And we'll say that Jason threw rock. Good old rock. Nothing beats rock. Do we want to add another one? Nope. Do we want another player? Yes. And we'll say the new player is Bob. And do we want to add a throw for Bob? Yes, we do. And what throw? Let's go with paper. And you can see as I'm typing this in, the Your Facts block is being updated on the side. And As soon as I put in paper, it says there's an answer to the question. See the details on the right. So we now have the answer right here. We can see that the winner of test game is Bob because paper beats rock. Thanks very much.